You ready?
I guess so.
You ready for deep thought? Lots of questions? Okay. Here we go. Okay, Laura. So this is...
Remember to speak up.
Okay, so this is just something that I'm doing because I want you to be really, really uncomfortable.
Okay.
So
we got the scene set then.
Hi, Benjamin. I'm your mom, and I'm going to ask you a couple of questions here. And you are uncomfortable?
Very.
So we can go on.
Okay.
It was Zach. Zach did it. You don't even have to go any farther. You already know.
It was Zach.
I swore to secrecy, but what can I say? I buckled under the pressure.
Oh man, this is tough.
Yeah, well, that's the easy question.
Oh no.
Just gets worse from here.
What kind of kid was I? I was a...
You were Zach. No.
I was a very quiet kid, a very good kid. I kept to myself a lot.
I think I was a happy kid.
Were you a happy kid?
Yeah, happy kid.
Were you a sad kid?
No, not really. I had a good childhood.
Okay.
I had a good life.
Okay, so...
I enjoyed it.
It's good.
There was a rope swing behind our house. It was a really nice one. You know, they had one of the big oaks in Northern Virginia, and I don't know, at the time it must have been 100 feet up.
We used to play in the woods behind our house, and I remember thinking my backyard was so big, and the woods were so big, but
it was probably half the size I am now, so it was probably significantly less than that. But
we did end up going back to visit after we had moved out. I moved out in 4th grade later, and it's really not that big.
Since I was their firstborn, they didn't know how to properly train a baby to sleep through the night, so they were up at all hours for a very long time.
As a new baby, I never ever slept.
I don't know what time I started my day, but I know it was probably dark outside, and my mom also started her day at that time, and then she didn't go back to sleep, but I napped throughout the whole day, so I'm sure I kept her awake most of the time.
And although my mom loved me dearly, she wanted to send me back.
Did your mom ever want to send you back? Did you ever say that she wanted to send you back?
Probably. She hasn't told me about it, though.
Okay. So you can't think of anything more specific, like what stood out in their minds when you were a baby?
They also said I didn't like the car, that I liked to wail a lot in the car.
Loudly?
Loudly.
Okay.
I never really was a kid who dreamed of her wedding day. You know, it never really occurred to me to...
It was one of those things that only grown-up people do.
I don't know, I never thought that far. That seemed like something you did when you were older.
And you only do it after you've grown up for a while. It's like you're going to graduate from college someday, but that's not now. That'll happen, but it's not any time in the near future or far future. It's just some other lifetime in the distant future.
I knew that my boyfriend had to be tall.
I look for someone who's very outgoing and likes to talk.
I'm very talkative, so someone who's a little bit more quiet is...
Doesn't really worry about a lot. Is kind of carefree and free-spirited, very creative. I don't know, likes lighthearted, I guess, is a good way to describe it. And also,
and someone who came from a good family and...
I want to say more like simple-minded, but that's not the right.
You know, it's probably pretty clean cut, but not too many details.
Simple-minded with respect to themselves. It's like they either think something or they don't think something, and there's no middle ground there. They're true to themselves. They believe in what they believe in. And
I never thought about how old I'd be, but I remember thinking that I would be 26 or 28 or so and be single and living in an apartment that I decorated and going shopping, going out with friends.
I've always been told that 28 is the right age. That's what my mother said, and that's what I believed until about 8 months ago.
And how old are you now?
I'm 25 right now.
Okay.